think the pocket was a little muddy tonight. That's one thing I would say, standing out there behind it. I think the defensive line, the pressure created issues. Got some unique players. And Kingsley was out today, obviously struggled a little bit with some consistency as a result of that. And some things that caused issues in the flow of the game. But, overall, that was the big issue in my opinion. I think the pocket was very clean. So I do think they made some plays as the pocket broke down. They had to make a few plays with their feet. But overall, it was fast, it was physical out there. I think defensively in particular, we tackled well. And I think they did a good job mixing it up. The pressure was a factor tonight.
Mark?
Did you see any quarterback separation? Were you hoping for some, or is that about what you maybe could expect from a spring game?
No, I think that both guys did some good things, and I think there's going to be a lot of things that each guy can learn from. They both got an opportunity to play with two groups of players, not only with the first and second unit, but they're going against a different defense, right? I think there's certainly a difference there. But overall, both guys did some things well, and then certainly there's some game management things that I think they did better. But there's no price for that experience, right? And I think we got really good film that we'll have an opportunity to teach from. There's nothing like putting the ball down and playing these situations as they come. But I would say that wasn't quite as clean on offense as maybe what we've been seeing in the practice setting for sure.
Edgar?
You weren't joking, you would have gone to overtime, just to be clear.
Yeah, I think we'd put the ball down. I was discussing that there right at the end. The white team did a good job of making a few plays there and putting themselves in position to kick a field goal. So, yeah, I do think we'd put the ball down and play. I think that group right there, they want a winner. They want to compete. So, and I think if you ask them what they want to do, they want to play overtime.
Newcomers, a lot seemed to flash. Nunnery had a bunch of plays. Jackson, George, Carroll, a couple big runs early. Can you just talk about like the infusion of kind of talent that you got from the portal?
Yeah. No, I think that's probably the takeaway for me as I go home and sleep tonight is a lot of new players making significant impact. You can see it in the game, right? So, we've been observing that group. I think that there's talent there, but there's also creates competition, right? And that dynamic, that new energy, 27 new scholarship players. So I think they not only bring talent and upgrade the roster, but they also create competition and urgency in each room, and they're making the players around them better because they got to fend for themselves and they're competing for a spot playing time. So, Banks, Kelby Collins, Nunnery, Cam Jackson. There's a bunch
Spurlock had 8 tackles.
Yeah, Spurlock probably had one of his better days.
Cersei, but it's
Cersei had a sack. I don't think there's any question anybody watching that game can see that this group of newcomers is going to make our team better.